Welcome everyone, I'm Cade Plays Games and this is episode 25 of our EVE Online Let's Play series. In the previous episode we went looking for lost drones and mobile tractor units in our little magnet frigate. We made about 3 million-isk in drones in less than an hour. Most of that came from finding 2 sets of Tech 2 light drones in the neighbouring system. We killed, in that neighbouring system, 1 mobile tractor unit and got 3 million-isk worth of loot from a possible 14 million which it had inside it. That wasn't too bad. That's 6 million an hour on something you can do on day 1 as a newbie. Not too bad at all. Today's plan was going to be showing you lots of industry stuff, but plans have been changed. During my usual tour of Ajara, I've found lots more blueprints. This one is cooking as we speak, a succubus blueprint, which is, remember the little spiky potato laser frigate that we found once before? I'm just going to sell that in a mar. I almost had enough loot melted down from the junk box. Only had to buy something like 13 Zydrine to get this job started, so that's good. The other blueprints we found was lots more implant ones. And if you recall, the materials for these cost about 100 million each to build, and I was going to wait until we had enough money. Now looky here, 403 million-isk in the wallet, and this has all come from the last 2 days because we have very luckily got about 10 escalations and they've all paid out pretty well. So we finally got enough money to build all these. So why am I not doing it? Because I've also taken the time to train industry to level 4, train industry 3 overnight last night, and used today's daily alpha injector to do industry 4. So we've got all the skills we need. I was going shopping in Amar for the bits and pieces, and then outside the Amar trade hub I spotted no less than 3 tornadoes, which are the classic ganking ship, which do 13 to 14,000 damage each in a single volley. And they were just sitting outside the trade hub scanning every single ship that undocked. So there was no way I was going to spend all our money on bits and bobs to build these implants with these 3 guys sitting outside. So that plan has been changed. And instead, I think we'll do some Abyssal stuff. I've also managed to buy new stuff for our Omen. Remember, this is the Omen foot we were using for the Abyss with the large pulse lasers. The afterburner, medium cap battery, 2 reps, and EM rig. I've now updated the fit to this. It looks similar, but it's not. Here we are, Tech 2 pulse lasers at long last. Now these are not the Tech 2 variation of the large lasers we had. This is one step down. It means with multi-frequency, we're actually doing slightly less damage in the previous fit, but with the Tech 2 configuration, we're doing 28% more damage than the old fit did with multi-frequency, and that is enormous. That's a huge step up in damage output. And because these are one step down in terms of laser weapon size, they used less power grid and CPU. And that extra power grid came in handy, let me fit a compact micro warp drive and upgrade the medium Tech 2 cap battery to a large compact. And all this means that with the micro warp drive and the web and the guns on 1 rep running, the capacitor is depleting in about 1 minute and 11 seconds. The old fit, as you'll see when I load it, it's only getting about 2 minutes with the afterburner and the rep and the guns, so we're not actually losing too much, which is fantastic. I am training at the minute Advanced Weapon Upgrades 3, which will reduce the power grid need of all our 5 weapons by 2% each. So I'm hoping that will give us about another 12 power grid. I've done the sums, so 12 or 13 power grid. And hopefully that'll allow us to fit either a restrained or an enduring micro warp drive instead of this compact one. Compact uses less power grid and CPU. Restrained reduces the total capacitor by a lesser amount than this one's doing. And enduring makes the micro warp drive consume less capacitor per cycle when it's running. So either of these two would be really nice to get on this fit. I changed the EM rig out to a medium auxiliary nano pump, which increases the rep amount of both of our reps by 15% each. And I also did some sums on that. I reckon that old EM armor was 72 and the new one is 62, so we've lost 10% to our EM damage, but we've gained 15% extra rep, and I thought that was a trade-off worth doing. Here's the sums here. See the medium rep when it was overheated. Let's load up. Medium rep overheated in the old fit was doing 349 every 8.7 seconds. It's now doing 396. And the ancillary was doing 683 and it's now doing 776. So I think that is a great trade-off to make. Because the thermal, kinetic and explosive haven't changed because we didn't touch these. All that's changed is that the EM's gone down by 10%. So we're letting through 10% more EM damage, but we're repping 15% more. So I thought, yeah, that's a good trade-off. So I will run on over to Teshi, jump clone, and then we'll go and do some more Abyss and see if the micro warp drive and the Tech 2 ammo makes a difference. Okay, here we are in Teshi. Just open the skill queue to change jump clone, but I will mention something about the skills. Remember, we respect for perception willpower just to do gunnery, missiles and spaceship command. Well, I'm doing an engineering skill. Just because I really want to save some power grid on this ship to see if we can get these advanced micro warp drives. And then I'll go back to doing gunnery, probably control bursts and rapid firing, in that order. There's no point doing rapid firing, which gives 4% bonus to the rate of fire, which obviously means 4% more cap use first, and then having to wait 2 days to recoup that with this. So I'll do control burst 4 first, and then rapid firing 4, then probably sharpshooter 3 and 4, because you need this to get Tech 2 beam lasers. You need level 4 motion prediction for Tech 2 pulse, and sharpshooter level 4 for Tech 2 beams. And then I'll round out the gunnery. Probably then do a Mark Cruiser 4, then switch back and do missiles to get the arbitrator up so we can go on a road trip and go and live somewhere else. I'm sure you're getting bored of not seeing any new combat site videos being made. Let's jump clone. Character, jump clones. Well, that was a rookie error on my part. I forgot I was in the NPC station and I jumped clone remotely to the player station, which is in this system. That's why it was 900,000, and I've also triggered the 24-hour cooldown timer. So that's great. That means for until this time tomorrow, we can't jump into our training clones, so we're losing 4.5-ish skill points a minute. So I've just made our skill queue a few hours longer for the rest of today. Oh well, my fault. Okay, one upgraded ship. And not that. Cam electrical, yes, we'll take one of these. I'm taking some extra ammo because remember Tech 2 stuff burns out, and the last thing you want to do is to be caught with your Tech 2 running out and not having any extras on board. I'll just carry this stuff as well. You can switch over to the Tech 1 stuff for destroying the caches. There's no point spending Tech 2 cycles on inanimate objects. Right, let's see what we get this time. One thing I'll have to be careful of is slingshotting myself past things with the micro warp drive. Of course they've got a battleship in the first room, why not? Snared it. Ah, missed it. Damn. Just slingshot it right past it like a complete idiot. Right, come on, let's towards it. I know, I know. It'd be nice to actually get into web range. Okay, finally. God. It's gonna take some getting used to piloting with a micro warp drive. So we really want to orbit at about 5,000. Hey, let's burn this guy as well. We're up nice and tight and he's missing us, which is lucky for us. Let's just give one squirt of this. Just tighten the orbit. I dread to think what would happen if these weapons actually hit us. Got to weapon. Even though he's webbed, he's still getting out of our orbit range. Last night there was a huge outage on the server. About 20,000 players all got kicked off and had to rejoin. Luckily I was not running Abyssal sites when that happened, but quite a few people were. That cloud came in very handy. And this cloud giving a 300% velocity bonus. That's why we're going 7,000 kilometers a second. But I'm very happy with that, speeds us through this room. That's probably why we were slingshotting things. Just clanging around, bouncing off things in this pocket. Yeah, that took, what, 3 minutes? Approaching late. I don't think I'm going to turn auto repeat off on the micro warp drive. I do quite like being able to manually turn it on and off. Don't want to get distracted and find it's turned off. Okay, what we got here? Another cruiser and another battleship, exactly the same as the first one. Oh, it's slightly confusing, isn't it? Turn on, burn on. Turn on our reps. Absolute idiot. Only barely within my weapon range. Getting into and maintaining orbit distance is going to be a skill with this ship. I'm going to have to go straight for the battleship, I think, because he's wrecking us. Yeah, the drones can deal with that guy. I'm going to go for the back ship. He's gonna go down any time now. Just slingshotting again with the micro warp drive. Outside the weapons range. Okay, there he goes. Press stop so we just glide in and don't overshoot. Open it. Whoa, nice stuff. Grab it. How many filaments was that? That was a lot of filaments. Agitated dark, agitated gamma, cam electrical. Ah, that's what we need. That's the mutaplasmids. And they let you re-roll the stats of modules. If you have any of these energy neutralizers, you then re-roll it and it changes the stats to somewhere between those. It's completely random. You can completely ruin a perfectly good module. What is with this filament and the battleships? Dear God. Right, you need to do that and I need to kill this thing. No, with conflag, you idiot. Perfectly intact drone battleship, and this guy's going to take quite a while to grind down. Again, we have conflag doing 317 damage a second. And he's missing because we're in nice and tight, and that's even without the micro warp drive on. The supporting frigate's about to die. There we are. We'll just, because this is the last room and we've got 8.5 minutes to grind them away. We'll get the drones to kill the cache right away. And come back and help us grind this guy down. Remember that the estimated price of our cargo is including 15 rounds of ammo, which is about 3 million in total. Yeah. So we've only made 2.2, but that's good enough. And this guy's just like not hitting us at all. Three battleships, one after the other, and a tier 1. Unbelievable. I have to remember when I'm changing to pick the conflag M that's used, so don't accidentally use these untouched ones, because that would be bad. Don't want to have 10 crystals all at about 87% broken, because then they really will run out. Right, let's get to this. Switch over to radio, and make warp drive on, bring drones back, shooty shooty, turn this off. That was fairly successful, I would say. Had a slightly dodgy moment because I'd forgotten to unlock the overheat state. Other than that, dealt with 3 battleships just fine. Take all this, get that back because that's where we're going again. Not bad, 6 million on dock. I think I'll maybe buy a big whack of that and just keep it in this station. Abyssal safe spot, warp 2, cam electrical, yes. Ideally it'd have more than this. Conceivably we could burn through all 32 in the first room and then need another 32 for the second, then another 32 for the third. Not quite got enough for that. Okay, filament number 2, here we go. Let's see what horrors await us this time. Double click, get moving. Oh, they're up there. Hi guys. Oh, that's another one of these speed clouds, so we could end up overshooting everything again. Just heads for this guy. We'll hit him better now that our own speed's gone down. His partner Damavik is repairing him as we go. Our drones are only barely able to keep up with him, look at them. We can't get close enough to orbit. Hey, good. Yes, that one. That's better. Our drones are actually able to orbit this one now. We managed to slow him down in time. His constant beam will be ramping up in damage over time. It's okay, we do way more damage than you do. This has been significantly easier than the last one, isn't it? Way easier. I'm just gonna head towards that. He's now shooting at our drones, so we'll bring them back. Let's kill him. Oh, there he goes. Down, good. Radio. Hey, that's a lot of damagey drone, guys. Let's just go straight for conflag. Delivering range. Watch this guy. Yeah, the higher speed is pretty cool, I've got to admit. It is pretty good. Snag. Orbit. Yeah, being able to get up close really quickly is serving us quite well. I just have to learn how to use it properly, that's all. These guys are just melting, look at that. Wow. Right, this guy. Again, they're shooting at the drones. Like, what to do? Keep it range wants to be 8,000. That's our orbit, we were like missing them quite a lot. Okay, look at this guy. When we hit, we really hit. Let's go for this one. Turn this off, shoot. Because we've got 4 minutes and everything's pretty close together, I'm gonna actually try and loot this entire room. That's the first 2 rooms done and completely looted in 7 minutes. 7.5, if you want to be pedantic. Let's see, will this be a death wave? Nope, it's another intact battleship. Okay, pretty cool. Right boys, you killed that. I'm gonna kill the overmind. Configuration M used. Web thingy. Undo that. Just the same as the last one. Good. You're like bouncing off the gate a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. It's fine. Need 2 tracking towers. So in fact, let's just head towards that one. Nah, we'll never be able to drag it in range of us, so we'll just slowly chip away. There's only 2 loot canisters in here anyway. Conceivably, all 3 rooms could have had a fully intact battleship like this, and it would take us damn near all 20 minutes to grind them down. This is us doing 28% more damage than the previous Omen fit was, so it would have taken even longer than the previous fit. But at least in this filament, we haven't even had to turn on the ancillary armor repairer or overheat the basic one. It's been a great filament. Pretty standard resistances. Down he goes! Right, let's get to this one. Okay, bought some more nanite paste. I think we'll take 90 in with this. 64 is enough for 2 full reloads, but remember we might need it to repair some heat damage as well. If and when I'd run out of cam electrical filaments, I did buy 10 cam firestorm, and that reduces thermal damage resistance, I should say. So that'll be the next thing we run after this. Okay, let's see what this 3rd and final filament of the day has for us. moving. More drones. Blast needle, spark needle, ember needle. I think these are all just pure damage drones. So let's just probably go with this guy first. Shoot. Web and orbit. Turn off, turn on. Really certain that Firestorm won't give us any cap boost, so we'll have to be a lot more capacitor savvy in that one. I think it might be armor hit point bonus in that. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. So that might be good for us. Less cap. And then less reason to use the cap, because we'll have to turn these on less often. Oh well. Just killing Mr. Drones. Just start heading out for these things. That's a nasty one. 300% signature radius penalty whilst assigned this cloud. This makes your ship appear bigger on other ship scopes. Which A, means it's easier and faster to target, and B, more importantly, take more damage from weapons, so that is a nasty one. And stay out of these when you're in the higher tier filaments. That will absolutely wreck you. Refit for conflag aim used. How are we doing on use? 34%. Good. It's another battleship. Cloud are we in? Oh, cool. Got the tracking speed bonus one. That's also a tracking speed bonus one. It's not good for us. It means they're going to sit close to these tracking speed things. We could end up being in trouble. Right. Let's try and get under his guns. He's stuck on the gate. It's going to make it quite annoying. Okay, he's moved off the gate, that's good. Are we going to hit this rock? Don't think we're close enough to be triggering that. I really don't want the drone battleship to get really good tracking. That would not be fun. There's only one node in here, so I'm gonna go for that. Just about got enough time. Kind of. The cache is halfway to it, we're gonna have to get the cache anyway. Good. A lot of tracking. Luckily, he's up here and not down here getting double tracking bonus. And our tracking's good enough anyway, 43.55. And he's webbed and he's a battleship, so he's not going to go anywhere. if I was getting worried about the time, I would actually overheat the weapons just to burn them down a bit quicker and then repair them. Let the drones kill the caches. Come on, burn them down. Finally! God, it's a nightmare! Right, drones, you do that, I'll shoot the other one. Oops. My bad. Come back, little drones. Should just about hit the 10-minute mark. Turn the rat back on. It's a single battleship. And he's pretty close, so we can get the drones on him straight away, and then we can switch to conflag, get the drones on him. Okay, it's not too deadly. Just to preserve cap, I'm just going to wait until I'm actually within weapon range. Web. Fire, micro warp drive off, orbit. Okay, 25%, just straight, do everything, and the resistances are the same. Drifters. These guys actually live in wormhole space, they're not from Abyssal space. Triglavians are from Abyssal space, these guys are from wormholes. Missed me! I often find that these battleships or the cruisers just try and burn away from you, and they'll actually try and burn towards the edge of the bubble and drag you out with them. Oh, look at that, we're actually regaining our shield. How good is that? Wow. Awesome. And there are a lot of nodes. Now there's 2 over there, so we'll go that way. I'm gonna head there now. It's gonna die. Cool. Turn this off. Again, we never had to turn this on. These 2. Gosh, where's the other one? Oh, it's right next to it. Cool. Alright. I think we're going to be able to do a full clear for the first time ever. Well, so far our Abyssal runs have made us 15.1 million in the 5 sites we've run. We started off with 10 cam electrical filaments, we've run 5, we found another one inside one, that's why this is showing 6. I bought 10 cam firestorms to run when we ran out of these, and all the other filaments we found inside. This is good, this isn't agitated, it's just a tier 2 version of the ones we've been running. So after I run these 6, we'll probably do this. See if I was right about the firestorms. Yes, it increases the ship's armor strength. That's great. Now if you're enjoying Abyssal Space, please leave a like on the video. If you're not enjoying it, tell me what you don't like about it and leave a dislike. Either way, subscribe for more good action like this. You take good care of yourselves, and I will see you again very soon.